Hello, and welcome to Xaltius Spotlight, where we showcase the journeys of learners who took the leap into tech and transformed their careers through upskilling. My name is Bradley, and I am a business development executive here at Xaltius. And today we have with us Lasisi Alfred, a dedicated learner from the Data Science Certificate Program at Xaltius, and who is here to share his experience, his growth, and what's next for him in this exciting field. Alfred, great to have you here. Thank you for joining and welcome to Xaltius Spotlight.
And thank you, Bradley, for having me. I'm happy to be
here. I'm glad. So, Lasisi, just to start off, let's start by getting to know you better. Could you tell us a bit about your background and what you're doing and what you were doing before joining Xaltius?
Okay. Thank you, Bradley, once again. My background is quite diverse. I hold a bachelor degree in computer science from the University of Jos, and I have over 5 years of experience spanning across IT, management, education, and also agriculture. Now, before joining Xaltius Academy, I was an IT officer for Omni Digitals. And then prior to then, I had knowledge of data analysis and Python and Excel. So I was also training data analysts for Omni Digitals and under a program led by the federal government of Nigeria, which aimed to empower 3 million youths on technical skills. So I was training Excel and Power BI, just mostly self-taught knowledge. I was just passing what I had learned all by myself.
Okay. Oh, that's quite interesting. Okay. That's good. And what inspired you to explore data science and to choose it as your next step?
Okay. Always believed in the power of technology to solve real-world problems. Experience in different sectors has made me realize how important data-driven decisions are to organization. So I just want to be there to be able to make very important decisions that will help organizations to achieve their goals.
Okay, perfect. I like that. And just focusing on Xaltius Academy and your choice to choose Xaltius. So there is a lot, and there are a lot of online programs out there. What made you choose Xaltius Academy for your data science journey?
Okay, before, when I was looking for where to learn, I saw different programs, but I particularly like the structure of the programs at Xaltius Academy. I think I did a full research. I read testimonies from different people. I'd be like, oh, no, this is me. In fact, I read a particular testimony. I can't remember his name. He had patch knowledge just like I did. And then his testimony helped was that Xaltius Academy helped blended everything together for him. And I was like, I see myself in this person because I know I am self-taught. I have multiple random knowledge, but then nothing is just bringing all of it to join. So I'd be like, okay, if this person can achieve this using Xaltius Academy, then my story will be no different. So I just, at that instance, I just told myself, it has to be Xaltius Academy. So I went ahead and enrolled.
Okay, perfect. And was there a specific feature like our live classes or the hands-on projects that stood out for you?
Yes, the hands-on project, most especially my capstone projects, they really stood out, especially the one that had to do with healthcare data. They were practical, engine, and they aligned with real-world problems. I also appreciated the live sessions. Our instructor, Mrs. Isha, she was very nice. She was super nice. And then she would be patient. She would break down complex theory. She would make sure that each and every one of us understood. And even if you don't understand, after the class, she would tell you, okay, if you don't understand, wait behind, and she would carry you along. Like, that was the cap of it for me. I just be like, no, this place is welcoming. It's it encourages you to do better, to be better, and to want to learn.
Okay, perfect. I like that. And let's talk about the course itself. Which topics or tools did you enjoy learning the most? I know there's many tools like Python, Power BI, machine learning, but what stood out to you?
Okay, Python and Power BI stood out for me. Python gave me the ability to manipulate data and to build models that could be deployed in real life situation to help. Why Power
Mhm.
BI? I've always loved the interface of Power BI. It gives me very compelling visuals to help bring down my message, to help bring down result from my analysis. And I just love the fact that the visuals in Power BI are just exceptional. So I think Python and Power BI stood very well for me.
Okay, perfect. And how did you find the balance between the theory and the practical application?
I feel Xaltius Academy did a very good job in balancing the theory and the practical because I know after every session, Mrs. Isha would always give us assignments, will always break down everything we do so that we don't just have the sessions, we have what will keep us busy till our next session. So the balance, it was a perfect balance. It helped me to solidify my understanding through application and then build my confidence, especially in areas like exploratory data analysis, that's EDA, and then help sharpen my visualization skill.
Mm, okay, okay. And 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 how was your experience with the instructors and the platform support?
They were superb, superb. I give it to that. I think at some point after the capstone project was graded, there was an error when I was trying to submit my assignment for a particular project. I think project three. There was a mix up somewhere, so I was not graded for it. But I can remember just reaching out to Miss Isha, and in 2 seconds, the next day I just logged in. I saw that it has been resolved, and that's not the only encounter I have. I've had different times to reach out to my instructor, and instantly she would just provide support or help me out in whichever way I could. So I give them kudos for that.
Perfect, perfect. And also focusing on the projects. Were there any projects or assignments that you worked on that were particularly meaningful and memorable as well?
Yes, my capstone project was quite impactful. I worked on, like I said, we worked on 4 different projects, but I particularly like this one on heart disease prediction, where we used real medical data to identify individual at high risk. And then also given the relevance of healthcare in today's industry, it was really, really fulfilling to build something that would potentially support early diagnosis and better patients' outcome.
Okay, I like that answer. And how did those projects help you visualize real world data challenges?
They help me appreciate the importance of data science just beyond algorithm. It's not just all about numbers, and they help me see things like data quality and then missing values, feature selections, and then also things like ethical consideration. It gave me clarity to understand that solving real world problems require both your technical skills and critical thinking.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. Okay, perfect. So you've done the studying part, all right? So now focusing on your career, have you started applying your new skills in your current work, or are you preparing for new opportunities?
Yes, currently I'm training. I'm working as a trainer at Omni Digitals, where we train fellows on Excel, Power BI, and then data analysis. But this is backed by the federal government of Nigeria, and it's really, really rewarding to get to pass knowledge on to other people. But I'm actively looking, building on my portfolio, exploring more roles in AI and also analytics and data science.
Okay, okay. And what kind of transformation did you notice in your thinking or problem solving skills?
Okay. Currently okay. Before now, I just even when I was a data analyst, I just start when I get a data set, I just do the normal cleaning and the rest. But right now, I tend to approach problems more analytically and systematically, unlike I do before. Data science helped reshape my thinking to be more of hypothesis driven and evidence based rather than just working. And so it's been beautiful. I've also learned to communicate insights effectively, which is a valuable skill to me because it helps break down very complex things to very simple forms that would just be visually understanding.
Okay, okay, perfect. And how was the overall community experience. This is now just focusing on the interaction and the support side. So, working with your peers and the support staff and mentors, how was the overall community experience?
The community experience was positive. I had some of my mates, Rita and some others. They would always be asking a whole lot of questions, and I'll be like, "Oh my god!" And Mrs. Isha would always be quiet, and she would make sure she answer every single question. And it's just been interactive and informative. And I enjoyed my classes with my peers. In as much as I don't like talking much, but I would always be behind and just listen to everything they say, and it was just superb.
Perfect. No, I like that. I like that. So, Lasisi, so what's next for you? So now that you've completed the certification, are you planning to go deeper into data science or exploring related domains like AI and analytics?
Yes, I plan to deepen my expertise in data science. Like my tutor will always say from the university, what you get sometimes just 20%. So you need to get that 80% to stand out. So I think I've started the journey so far, but there's a whole lot in front. So I just want to deepen my expertise in data science to help see how I would explore other certificate programs to help increase my knowledge in machine learning and also artificial intelligence for social impact.
Okay, okay. And then just the final reflections. So, lastly, what advice would you give to someone considering going into data science at Xaltius, but maybe is a little bit hesitant about it?
Okay, I would say just go for it. But then as you go for it, be prepared to commit and then stay consistency. Because definitely the program offers everything that you need. But the real key is showing up every day with curiosity and discipline just to stay engaged. Sorry. And then you see that at the end, you come out with not just knowledge, but you come out with confidence to apply it in real world scenarios.
Perfect, perfect. I like that answer. Yeah, consistency,
Yes.
100%. Perfect. Lasisi, thank you so much. And thank you so much for joining and sharing your journey with us. It's always great to see learners like you take charge of your future. And to everyone watching, if Lasisi's story inspired you, don't wait. Book your free consultation today at Xaltius Academy and start your data-driven journey right now. Until next time, this is your host signing off from Xaltius Spotlight. Lasisi, thank you so much. Have a good one.
Thank you so much. Have a nice day, you too. Bye.
Thanks. Bye-bye. Bye.